Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Color Carpet Time. That time of day here in class, we gather around our big color carpet. We get to practice letters and sounds they make, words that we create with them. Sometimes we substitute in sounds or we add sounds to it. And sometimes we even, before doing all that, start a brand new unit. That's right, we have a brand new unit. We're going to be talking about what's the difference between then and now. What do I mean by that? Then and now? Well, I got to ask you just a question. What do you think life was like in the past? Right? What do you think life was like in the past? Way back in the olden days. What do you think? Now, this unit is all about inventions that we use now and how they're different from what people used then. And so to help us out, I brought some of our good friends, Red and Granny. Hey, Red and Granny. Hey, Mr. T. Hello, boys and girls. Hi, Mr. T. Now, I just wanted you guys to help us out because you know a lot about then and now, don't you? Why, yes, we do. Now, Granny, I wanted to ask you, is there something that you used to use then that we don't really use too much now? Why, yes, boys and girls, I got a story for you. It's about something from a long time ago called VHS tapes. VHS tapes? Yes, we used to watch movies on tapes. And we used to listen to music on tapes. Is that right? Yeah, and then it changed, huh? It changed a little bit. Yeah, then we started using things called Blu-rays and CDs. But now a lot of it's just on the computer streaming. Yeah, so that changed a lot, huh? We used to watch movies in a much different way. Now there's other inventions. We don't use that as much, right? We use streaming services a lot, right? Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. And we're going to bring you guys back this whole unit to talk about some other inventions. Does that sound good? Wow, that sounds just lovely. All right, bye-bye, boys and girls. We'll see y'all later. Bye. All right, so we're going to be talking all about these inventions and how they changed and what they used back then and what we use now. We're going to compare that. But now it's time to get back on track and do some work with letters and sounds. So what we're going to do is substitute middle sounds. We're going to substitute middle sounds today. So I'm going to give you duck, and I want you to put R in the middle of duck. Substitute in R, and you have dark. Duck becomes dark by substituting that middle sound. Good. How about stays? Change the middle sound to R, and you get stars. All right. How about look? Look, change that middle sound to R, and what do you get? Lark. You see a pattern here? I'm having you substitute in R, A-R, like a pirate. That's the pirate's favorite sound, right? R. That's what we're going to be practicing this week. We're looking for R words, and some of them are even in this song. Right here we have stars in the sky. Stars in the sky. And while we're going over this, I want you to look for words with AR, the R sound. Now, if you could, come on over. There she is, Mrs. Fox. Take a bow, Mrs. Fox. All right, Mrs. Fox, in your best voice, when you're ready, please sing this song for the boys and girls. Look up at the dark night sky, see the stars light up the sky. All the stars are far away, to my eyes the stars look small. Look up at the dark night sky, see the stars light up the sky. Yeah! All right, thank you very much. Wonderful voice as always. Now take a close look, boys and girls. Do you see any AR words? If you do, please send them in. Please send them in. All right. Looking for AR words, and we'll be doing that all week. So if you don't find too many today, keep it up. All right, keep looking, keep looking. You will find them. You will find them. I know it. All right, so we have some other things to go over, like past tense verbs. Past tense. That's when we take something that we did and talk about it in the past. Like if it's something you did yesterday. Walk. If you did it yesterday, right? If you went on a walk yesterday, you would say, I walked, right? I walked. And what you do there is just add a couple letters. Here's walk. If it happened yesterday, you add ed to make it past tense, right? And you can do this with all kinds of verbs. Think about an action that you did. Jump. Jump. Did you do it yesterday? Then you jumped. Now, one thing I see a lot, I hear a lot when we start going over this, is we want to make an extra sound to it. Now, if you listen close, jumped, jumped, right? You just hear kind of one sound. A lot of times we get to it, we say jumped, and we add the eh to it. We don't want to do that. We don't want to fall into that, okay? We're just adding one sound to it. Now, let's see. Can you come up with other verbs and make them past tense? Is there any other verbs you might be able to come up with and make it past tense? Let's see. Let's do some brainstorming. Oh, Mr. T, I've got one. Ganga, you do? Oh yeah, I've been waiting on this one for a long, long time. Yeah, what is it? Surfed. Surfed. Of course, I should have known you were going to say something about surfing. Yeah, so if you surfed yesterday, right, it would be past tense. Surfed. All right, I'll add that to the list. All right. That's awesome. Totally awesome. Boys and girls, can you come up with any past tense verbs? Send them in with your AR words as well. All right, bros, I gotta go surf. He's going to go surf, and then when Wednesday comes, he's going to say that he surfed on Tuesday. So let's write this one up here. Past tense. Should have known Ganga was going to be surfing, right? Surf. ED. Surfed. Surfed. Okay, boys and girls, can you add to our list? Send them in, just like Ganga said, with those AR words, all right? Send them in with our AR words. Now, speaking of AR words, why don't we give you another opportunity to find some in our book here, Eye on the Sky. Now, you don't have this one just yet, okay? And that's all right. I'm going to read it to you. You can look over it. This is jar, yarn, star, tart, park, and car. There's a few examples. Let's see if we can find some more in looking at the stars. What are these people looking at? They are looking at the stars in the dark sky. The stars are far away. The bright stars shine like sparks of light. One of the people has a telescope. What is a telescope? A telescope is a tool. Many things seem small when they are far away. Small things can be hard to see. A telescope makes things look large. Look at the parts of this telescope. The tube is the main part, and that's that big thing right there. Glass lenses are at each end. They collect light to help you see with the telescope. What do you think this is? It's a telescope. A smart man named Galileo made it in 1609. He made it to look at the night sky. It was over 400 years ago he made it. 400. Yeah, that's even older than me. Galileo was the first man to use a telescope to look at the night sky. He could see things he had not seen before. Soon other people were using telescopes to look at the sky. Today, people still use telescopes to look at the sky. Look at the old and the new telescopes on this page. How are they the same? Today we use some large telescopes. The Hale telescope is one of them. Look at that. Today we can send telescopes into space. This telescope is in space. It helps us see what space is like. A telescope in space took this photo of Mars. Mars is far away in space. The photo lets us see what Mars looks like. Telescopes are good tools. There's Mars. There's a photo of it. All right. Did you find any AR words in that story? Please send them in. Send them in with those past tense verbs that you found. Okay. Speaking of other work for us, we have here our spelling word list. You're going to write these 3 times each. We know that. We know that drill, don't we? We know that drill. Now, we're also going to be doing page 7.1 in our handy dandy orange workbook. This is some AR words. It's just identifying the picture and circling the correct word. You know all that. Now, we also have in our spelling word packet, why not do some coloring today? All right, so on the back, after you finish writing these 3 times, turn it over and you're going to color by word. See what we have here. On the very back, the last couple pages of our packet, we have our familiar book for the week. We're going to fold that up right there. Get it as close to the edges as you can. Line them up. Pinch it off of the middle there like that. And we have no more Mort the Short. No more Mort the Short. We'll practice that a little bit later today, okay? All right. This Friday, we have our sight word challenge, our Mrs. Duck sight word challenge coming up. So I picked some sight words that I believe are challenging, and I want us to practice some more. So here we go, boys and girls. This. They. May. Day. Then. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me at Color Carpet Time. Thank you to Mrs. Fox. Thank you to Ganga. Thank you to Red. Thank you to Granny. We had a lot of friends visit today, and we'll have even more coming up later this week. Join me then. For now, bye-bye. See you soon.